Hi, I'm Aidan, and these are the memoirs of an all-round angler. I've decided I'm going to bring you a series which I'm going to call Classroom Fishing. Basically what this is when I can't go fishing, say conditions aren't ideal, I can't get a lift to where I would catch the fish, or let's say I'm just too tired and I can't be bothered to walk out fishing. So I've decided this is the classroom series where I teach you about knots, rigs, sort of like techniques and that, and general, say, watercraft and things like that. Things that really, it just takes time and experience to learn, but hopefully that I, with the help of me, and this classroom fishing series, hopefully I can help you along the way a little bit, give you a few pointers and tips like that. So today, the very first lesson, we're going to be talking knots, and I'm going to teach you one very simple knot. It's called the half-blood knot, but it's a variant of that. It's called the tucked half-blood knot. So first up, I'll show you the half-blood knot, and I'll show you the point of having a tuck in it to make it that little bit more secure. Right, so what I've got here, this float here, I'm just using this as a pointer, very classroom-esque. This here, which you can see in this vise, that is the eye of a size 8/0 hook. So it's a very big hook, and for visual purposes, so you can see the line, I'm using this high visibility 80-pound line that I usually use for tournament casting shock leaders. So this knot will work with almost any line and almost like any hook sizes, as long as it's got a ring on it. It's a ring to tie it on. You do have spade end hooks, which have a special knot that you need to use. But for things like swivels, clips, and hooks with a ring, this is a very easy knot to do. This is the traditional half-blood knot, so you pass the line through the eye of the hook, if you can see that running through there. Then you take your tag end, which is the shorter bit of line, this line back here, that goes back onto your rig or onto your rod. So with this shorter piece of line, we're going to wrap it round that bit there. Don't know if you can see that. So with this very heavy line, I'm going to wrap it round about 4 or 5 times. That should be just about enough. So we've wrapped it round, and as you can see here in my finger, there's a little loop just about here. What we're going to do is just take that line and pass it straight through that loop, and then pull that down a little bit. And now this is where you would put some saliva on there, so very appetizing stuff. Rub that in. Most people just put it in their mouth and spit on it, but for the purpose of the video, I'll just rub it on with my fingers. So now it's got some saliva on it. I'm just gently going to pull that down nice and slowly. The thing with the saliva and putting it down very slowly is that monofilament line does tend to create a lot of friction when you pull knots tight. So by putting some saliva on it and pulling it slowly, in theory the amount of friction is reduced, meaning it damages the line a lot less. So then once you've pulled that tight, just pull the tag end nicely, give it one more good pull there, and that is the knot complete. That is the standard half-blood knot. Now you get your scissors and you just trim the tag end there. Now this is a good knot, but I don't know if I'll be able to show you. If you can still see that there. If I just give that, actually I've pulled it very well, I've pulled it very tight. But this tag end here, if I nudge it through, okay, with a bit of teasing, comes loose. After a lot of wriggling, the tag end can pull back through, and that means that the knot is weakened, and it can often cause a lot of problems due to lost fish, and it's just not ideal. So what I'm going to show you now is the tucked blood knot, which is a far more secure variant. So same thing, pass the length of the line through the loop, and then wrap it round the line going back to your rod. Okay, 3 or 4 times. For this very thick line, I can do it 4 or 5 times, and it will be pretty secure. With thinner lines, say 15-pound line, I usually put 8 or 9 turns in for 15-pound line. 20 pounds, I usually do about 7 or 8. And as the line gets thicker, the fewer turns it needs. But you will always need at least 3 or 4 to keep it nice and secure. Okay, so we're at the point now where we're just about to put the line through the loop there. Okay, so what we do, getting our piece of line, putting it through the loop, okay, and then here, as you see where it's gone through the loop, there's a new loop that has been created here, and this is where the tuck comes in. So taking the line that's gone through the loop, we then put that through its own loop, like that, and then pull that tight. Pull that down a little bit, and then you get some saliva on there again. There we go. And again, gently pull it tight. And for this one, you have to get the tag end and gently tease it down with the rest of the knot, because otherwise you get loose bits of line and it weakens the knot. So pulling that nice and tight, keep that under tension, and then you can just ease it down with your finger and forefinger and thumb, and then give it a good tug. Chop off the tag end, because that's going to get in the way when you're putting bait on. And as you can see, I like to leave about 1.5 millimeters just sticking out. Trimming it right close to the edge means that it can pull back through and it weakens your knot. So I leave about 1.5 millimeters, 2 millimeters if you're not too sure. And there, as you can see, that's pretty rigid. And then even if we try to push that tag end back through, it's just completely locked up, and that is it's a much stronger knot. So this is a sort of knot I would use for, say, hook lengths. You can use it tying a clip to your shock leader or tying a rig to your shock leader. Very good knot, very strong, and it's one of the simplest knots out there. And if you're starting out with fishing, or even if you just want to learn 1 or 2 new knots, this is definitely a knot that you should have in your inventory, because it's strong, it's simple. Say you're fishing and you snap off a hook, no problem, just tie on a new piece of line and then put on a new hook with this knot, and it doesn't take any time whatsoever. It's just absolutely easy as. So there, I'll do the knot one more time to show you how it's done. So you put the line through the loop, then wrap the line round, wrap the tag end around the line, go back through the loop there, and then back through the loop that you've created. There we go. Tease that down, bit of saliva. There we go. And then just gently pull it down. There you go. Really nice strong knot. Very neat, very small, perfect for little hooks. And there you go. Cut off the tag end and you have a very stable connection. This table that the vise is connected to is about 60 kilos total. And if you can see, I'm actually moving the table and this knot is not going anywhere. So that goes to show that it's a very strong knot for its size, and for such a simple knot, really easy to use. So that's a very simple tucked half blood knot. Very simple knot, very strong knot. It is one of my favourites, I will admit. There are stronger knots out there that take a little bit more time to tie, but if you're a beginner, or if you just need a quick, easy knot, say if you're match fishing and you want to be able to tie some really quick knots really easily that is strong enough to catch any fish, then that is probably the knot for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will definitely be making more videos like this one, because I feel there's something really lacking in the video community, the fishing video community. There's a lot of videos of people catching fish, but I feel like there's a lack of simple advice of the basic things in fishing, and I hope today and in the future, in this series of videos, I can enlighten you a little bit and just show everyone all these knots, all these little tricks and tips that I've picked up from other anglers. A lot of experienced anglers have them, but I feel like there's a gap between novices and them being able to get their hands on that information. So thank you very much for watching the video. I'll definitely be making more. I really want to help you guys out fishing, and maybe, you know, in the comments section, if you have any suggestions for any questions you have, or if there's anything that you want me to try, anything that I've probably not done that you want me to do, then I can do that for you, and probably have a good laugh along the way. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, please like the video, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. And tight lines, and I'll see you next time.